I keep getting asked whether or not I ultimately recommend the HTVRont Autopress or not. Should you buy it or should you not buy it? Well, in this video, I'm going to answer just that. I'm going to tell you exactly my thoughts whether you should or you should not buy the HTVRont Autopress. So what do I really use this press for? What is my biggest use for the HTVRont Autopress? I mainly use this press for sublimation, and honestly, for me, that's pretty much it. Everything else that needs to be heat pressed, I use that bad boy right there. It's a 16 by 20 Heat Press Nation Signature Series with a pull-out drawer, and I love it. So when it comes to sublimation, this press actually works really well. The pressure is enough. I am going to quickly mention what I don't use this press for. I don't use this press for DTF. I don't use this press for screen print transfers. I don't use this press for vinyl. I use it only for sublimation. Within 10 minutes, I'm already pressing the shirt. If I have to wait for this one to heat up to 400 degrees, it takes like half an hour or 40 minutes. When it comes to DTF or screen print transfers, it works, but it's not that good. If you're going to primarily be pressing DTF transfers, once again, or screen print transfers, I do not recommend the HTVRont Autopress. While there are ways to hack the pressure and increase it a little bit, it's not convenient and it's not enough to always have consistent and adequate results. When it comes to DTF prints, you can press a solid block image. It works, it's gonna be on there, but it might start to eventually crack because it's not fully adhered to the garment. How do you know when it's fully adhered to the garment? Whether it be screen print transfers, HTV, or DTF, or even white toner prints, the way that you know that it's really adhered on the garment and the way you know it's fully on there is if you can see the press marks through the image itself. If you can see the design of the shirt, like the little fibers and all that, in between the design, the material, the vinyl, then it's fully on there. It's good, it's not gonna come off. You can do it with the HTVRont press if you use added pressure. If you want some more information on how to add pressure to the HTVRont press, just go ahead and check out the description down below. I'm gonna have a link down there to the video where I explain all that. It's not convenient to do that. And to be completely honest with you, the results are not fully consistent. Sometimes it'll work well, sometimes it won't, sometimes there'll be more pressure, sometimes there won't be as much. It works, but it's not the best. If you have a very detailed image with a bunch of little pieces in the design, those little pieces are probably not gonna press well. They're most likely gonna end up coming off in the wash or peeling off when you peel the carrier itself. The reason I say this is because I have had a few people that I've spoken with, and while they are able to press certain DTF transfers, they can't press all of them, specifically the ones that have a lot of detail. If it's a solid image, it's going to be a lot easier to press because there's a lot more surface area to be able to hold onto the garment itself. I love the HTVRont press. It's super convenient, it's super handy, but it has a lot of drawbacks. If you're looking to primarily be doing heat transfer vinyl or sublimation, you can work with this press. It'll work for you. The reason I don't use it for heat transfer vinyl that much is because, again, when you press it down, it doesn't give you enough pressure to be able to see the fibers of the shirt through the vinyl. But you can fix that and you can give it a little bit more pressure by using a pressing pillow or adding some cardboard under it or whatever you need to be able to raise it to increase a little bit of pressure. Now, would I recommend this press when it comes to screen print transfers or DTF? No, I do not recommend the HTVRont Autopress to do DTF or screen print transfers solely. Doing sublimation prints, by all means, the press works fabulous. Looking to press heat transfer vinyl? It works. I personally don't do it because it's too much of a hassle for me to just always be adding either some cardboard or a pressing pillow to increase the pressure, so I just go with that one. But ultimately, you can make it work with heat transfer vinyl. Screen print transfers or DTF transfers? Unfortunately, no. I would stay away, especially if those are your main ways of printing. Would I recommend this press for somebody that wants to start pressing custom t-shirts as a business? I would recommend something bigger. Maybe not a 16 by 20, you can do a 15 by 15, but something where you can adjust the pressure. And a bit more clearance in the back so you don't have any issues with hoodies. Would I recommend this press if you're going to be doing a lot of hoodies? Probably not, especially if you're going into the 2XLs and 3XLs. Would I recommend this press for my mom or my grandmother that just wants to make a few t-shirts for the kids, the grandkids, or just as a hobby? Yes, I would recommend this press because, quite frankly, it's easy to use. So I just wanted to clear that up. I wanted to give you all a straight answer whether or not I recommend the HTVRont Autopress. Hopefully that helped you in making a decision whether or not to buy it. I do use it. I do use it every once in a while. Not as often as I use my big boy over here, but it does have its uses. That's pretty much it. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and catch you on the next video. Peace.